Last week, Disney made a rather surprising announcement where they introduced MaxPass. MaxPass is a digital fast pass service available on the Disneyland app, and it works kind of like mymagic Plus that's already available over at Disney World. Unlike mymagic Plus, though, this particular service is a $10 per day service that also includes unlimited downloads of your PhotoPass photos. So right off the bat, are there questions? Yes, there are lots of questions. Can you book a fast pass in advance? No, you cannot book a fast pass in advance. Can you book for other guests in your party? No, you cannot. Each guest in your party has to have their own paid MaxPass service. Do guests with an annual pass get any kind of break? Probably. I'm thinking yes. Main reason because, most of us with annual passes already get free digital FastPass downloads. But perhaps the biggest question is, so how are we supposed to feel about this? Is this a good thing for your average Disneyland guest? Well, let me just first say that digital FastPasses are coming. That's a fact. It's a reality that we all have to get used to. The days of paper FastPasses are swiftly coming to an end. So before we argue the merits of paper FastPass versus digital, get used to that idea that this is going to happen one way or the other. In some way, shape, or form, digital fast passes are coming. But is it good? At first blush, I would say yes. It seems I can see the benefit of, sitting on a park bench, watching the Disneyland band do a performance in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle while you're on your smartphone, booking a fast pass for Space Mountain. There's technology, right? That seems pretty great that you can do that today. But Disney has left us a clue about whether or not this is a true value for Disneyland guests. First, they wrapped this announcement in the news that we're getting 2 new Fast Passes, one for Matterhorn and one for Toy Story Midway Mania. It's a classic punch and tickle. Second, they said again that we're getting free unlimited downloads of your PhotoPass photos. This is a subtle clue that Disney has already acknowledged that there is not enough value in the $10 per day for just digital fast passes. They have to add something onto that. They have to give us more benefit in order to fill in that $10 value. And this is where I'm starting to feel like maybe this isn't my favorite idea that Disney has ever had. The first problem is that we can't book in advance, and that's the real true benefit of mymagic Plus and the fundamental difference between MaxPass and mymagic Plus at Disney World. mymagic Plus was designed to benefit those guests who are coming, from all over the world for weeks at a time, and they want to carefully plan out their week. So you get this, by the way, free mymagic Plus free service that allows guests to, weeks in advance before their vacation to book their fast passes. And a lot of people are crazy about this idea. They love it. So that begs the question, why is mymagic Plus at Disney World free where we're being charged $10 a day at Disneyland to not book in advance? The answer to this is a total mystery to me. Secondly, Disney World has Wi-Fi, whereas we do not at Disneyland. Again, this is a huge deal, and it's a total mystery why we don't have it anyway. And thirdly, as I mentioned before, many of us already have free unlimited access to our PhotoPass photos, which again begs the question: who is this for? Who is MaxPass for? Is it for pass holders? Clearly, it's not. So if it's not for me, then it must be for day trippers, people visiting once a year. And if it is for those people that visit just once a year, then let them book in advance like they can at mymagic Plus. Why can't they do this? It's been stated that MaxPass, the digital FastPass system, will follow the same rules that we have today with our current paper FastPass system, which means that guests can have only one at a time, and each guest has to have their own. So if you're in a group of 4 or 5 people, then everybody in your group, if you all want to go on the ride at the same time with the same FastPass, then everybody in your group has to have their own paid MaxPass service. But what if what if you don't want it? What if there's somebody in the group that doesn't have $10 or who disagrees with the idea of paying $10? They have to roll the dice then, I guess, to get a paper FastPass. What happens to that 5th person? Even better, what about families with several children? I mean, it's one thing to ask your friend to pay the $10. It's another thing to ask your child to pay. You're not going to collect $10 from your child. So that means that for each child, that $10 has turned into 20 for the parent, or 30 or more. Who knows? If you've got 5 kids, you are now paying $70 a day for a family of 7. And that's all on the parent. But really, this is kind of a big picture problem. Let me play it out for you a little bit. Let's say you get to the park, you scan in, you get your annual pass, you get scanned in, or you buy your ticket, you go through the gate, and now you are eligible to purchase this $10 service, and you are now eligible to reserve a fast pass. So you're walking into the park and you decide, Indiana Jones, that's my favorite attraction. I'm going to go to Adventureland and get a fast pass. So you're walking there, and you're going to walk to Adventureland, or you're going to, as you're walking there, you're going to break open your Disneyland app. You're going to log into the service, and you're going to attempt to book a fast pass through the service. However, you have just realized that in the time it took you to do that, you are at least already halfway to Adventureland. You can see the fast pass machine from here. So what's the point of booking that digital fast pass when you can go straight to the paper fast pass machine and get one there? You've got 45 minutes to an hour, maybe hour and a half before you can book another fast pass. So there's no point in breaking open your app again. So you go on to your next destination. An hour goes by, and you are now at Critter Country, and you just say, hey, let's book a fast pass for Splash Mountain. Again, there's no reason to do that because you're now already there. You're already there with the free paper fast pass system staring you in the face. Who is this for? What is the point of this digital fast pass service if you can beat the service on foot? The answer to that is pretty simple. Don't pay for it. The answer to that is this should be a free service. And I don't understand, it is a mystery to me why they even thought of having us pay for this. If they wanted to charge us $10 a day for this service, why are they not charging us $10 a day to get a paper fast pass? That's a better question. The answer to that problem is pretty simple. This should be a free service. This should be a free service because it's no different than getting a paper fast pass. There's very little marginal benefit, if any, to doing it digitally, which leads me to believe that the days of the free fast pass may be coming to a close. So, along with digital fast pass, we got the paper fast pass. Universal already does that. Knott's Berry Farm already does that. So Disneyland may be catching up in that sense. So even if we have paper fast passes, those may not last either. So chew on that a little bit, Fresh Baked, and let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the idea of digital fast passes in general? What do you think of paying for fast pass? Do you think that this is a service that should be free, or do you think that the future of fast passes in general is a paid one? I would love to hear your thoughts, and until next time, Fresh Baked and stuff. Love you guys.
We've got lots more for you guys to see, so grab a churro and watch our Star Wars Land updates with the Knothole Gang, or maybe our Secrets in History videos. And we're now at Disney World, so please do subscribe and watch our adventures there. And don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked through our Patreon campaign and get some exclusive benefits in the process. Thank you, everyone. Fresh Baked!